The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And got his man complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. At the Ravens' 37-yard line. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. He's got Fuller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray escaping the pressure right. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now Murray again. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Let's go. 30 base. Sit right there. 56. Protein spell.
On first down, Swift, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now again, right side, Swift.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Off play action. McDonald trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Third and 2, and here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Murray sets to throw on fourth. Flush to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Here's Murray. It's complete to Hopkins. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and it converted a second time for 6 points.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And an alley to run. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
56. Oh, here we go. Oh, kill. X3, 218, chop.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Murray escaping the pressure right. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Check 53 mine. Check 53's mine. Check back, check back.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
you
down.
don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, McDonald, he's going deep for Brown. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw again on second down. Murray. Flush to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
To throw is Murray. He finds his target, Fuller. That's good for 28 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. A give to Kamara running right. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the lead now increases to 20-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, McDonald. And his throw is incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald looking for his running back, and he's got him. Past the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw. McDonald toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First down, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. They come out here in the eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready. 15 on it. Hey, pick your game.
On 2nd down, here's Murray, eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the row.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Ready.
Looking to throw. McDonald throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns' drive about to get started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Throwing on 2nd down. Murray flushed out right, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Off the play fake. McDonald. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play action. McDonald. And that is incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
30 base. Roll out. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Go.
On 4th down, McDonald. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. McDonald. And he's got his man on the out route. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. This quarterback now has hit on 7 of 17 passes, just 41%, but it's 1st and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete.
Come on. Set. 18. Gator. 61. Matchbox. Right.
First down, Baltimore.
You got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Check, 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 check. Small. Check.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 17 yards out, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyler Murray with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. He goes 95 yards to the house on the kick return, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray again, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's got Fuller. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. SOS.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 50 to flag. Check. 53's Mike. And come on. Let's go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. It's complete to Fuller. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flush to his right. This is caught. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run it with Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the I. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, C6. Switch.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Swift. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, McDonald nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So they settled for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, McDonald nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Looking to throw. McDonald. This will be caught by Brown. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. From the left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Cleveland, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this, as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.